What's going on, fellas? Today I'm going to show you how I built this AI agent that booked 33 calls on my calendar within the first week. And the best part is it only took 14 minutes. I'm going to show you step by step how to do it. And the reason this works is because it's a speed to lead agent that instantly follows up with any lead that shows even a little bit of interest into whatever you're selling. And if you're able to follow up with those hot leads within that first minute, the chances of them actually booking with you go up by something like 9 times. And if you wait even just 5 minutes to follow up with them, the chances of them booking that call with you and buying drop by 80%. So I'm going to show you two different versions, one in make.com and one in N8N, depending on whatever you prefer. And then after that, I'm going to show you how to instantly follow up with any lead that opts in. And remember, if you want to just download the template instead of actually building it out, I just released the Automation Vault in the description. If you want to check it out, that's where I upload all my templates that actually make money. You can just go download everything I've ever built. Alright, now let's get into the build. So first we're going to start inside of make.com. And you actually don't want to start inside of a scenario. You're going to want to go to this AI Agents tab. And let's go to create a new agent. And you're going to have to hook this up to your OpenAI key. You can do that just at openai.com. Pick yourself up an API key. And once you get that, you can make your make.com connection. For now, I've just named my data entry. This is the one I've always used. And let's start with naming the agent. So I'm just going to name this something like speed to lead. And then model. I like 4.1. Now for the system prompt, you don't got to overthink this. All you got to do is go over to ChatGPT and it can totally write a prompt for you. Okay, so I just wrote up this prompt here. Kind of just spew out all of your thoughts you have, and then ChatGPT will compile it all into a nice, pretty prompt. So, and a good thing to know with this bot too is it doesn't actually book them onto your calendar. What it does is just provides a booking link for them to book. So in this case, I'm just going to provide this booking link. Okay, so we've got our prompt here, and I like to name the AI. It just makes it feel a little bit more human. So you can just paste it into your system prompt here and hit save. And I've already used this bot, so I'll put number 2. And then once you're in here, you can add any context from your business. If you want to add like some documents about your business, or if you want to get like an Alex Hormozy script or whatever, you can just put that into the context. And then system tools, this would come in handy if we were doing something like actually booking them onto our calendar instead of just providing them a booking link to book for themselves. You do that right here, and you can just connect it into another scenario that you've already built out that does this. But for now, this is good right here, and you can test it out here. So let's test it out. Hey, is this the right number? So the way I've got it set up is that this will happen after they opt in or sign up for your lead magnet. So it's like, yo, yeah, man, got the right number. Saw you just grabbed our free AI receptionist / lead magnet thing. Just want to reach out real quick. What kind of biz you running, bro? So it'll ask some qualifying questions before it actually sends the booking link. I think this is good enough testing for now. I'm going to go ahead and save. Now let's get into the scenario. So go over to scenarios and create a new scenario. Now before we go on to actually send these text messages, you're going to need to buy a phone number from Twilio. It's not super complicated, but once you do that, you can go over to phone numbers, manage, and then active phone numbers. Click on your phone number, use bot, and then scroll down to where it says a message comes in webhook. Select webhook, and then come back to make.com, add your webhook in, name it whatever you want. I'll name mine Twilio Conversation AI1, and save. And then click this copy address to clipboard. Come back over here and paste it into the URL right here. And then go ahead and hit save configuration. And then hit save on make.com. Now, the next module that we need is our agent. So just type in agent here and select the make AI agent. And then run an agent. Now we just select the one we just made. And then just hit save for now. And then save the scenario. So now we need to get some test data. So what I'm going to do is text the phone number right now to make sure it's working. And it looks like we did get some information that came through. What we need to do is create this thread ID. And what I do for that is just make it the phone number that it texted from, the actual thread ID. Make the message the body, and then hit save. Now what we can do is get a Twilio module. And there's tutorials out there on how to connect your Twilio account to make.com. It's not real complicated. But once you get that done, go ahead and go to send it from a phone number. And when you select a phone number, make sure it's the same phone number that they received the text from originally. And then 2, just make it the same from here. So it's like a reply. And then create a body. Make this body the response right here. and then hit save. And now we've got most of it all set up. If you're testing this yourself, you might run into an issue where Twilio will automatically respond with accepted. What you need to do to avoid that is create a custom webhook response. Connect this to the end and make this status 204, and this is going to stop from sending that accepted. You can go ahead and auto align this. Now let's go ahead and test it out. Okay, so I'm going to hit run once. It's going to wait for the webhook data. I'm going to send this text message. It received it. Now it's generating a response, and I should get a text come through on my phone right now. There it is. I said something like, "Hey man, can we hop on a call?" I said, "Absolutely, bro. That's exactly what we do. Here's the link. Grab a spot with Zander," where they can book the call themselves rather than the AI actually booking it for them. It says some stuff about what to expect. And it's really that simple. If you wanted to make it feel a little bit more human, what you can do is get this sleep module, go to tools, and then go to sleep. Insert this right here, and you can make it sleep for however many seconds if you want it to feel more natural, like a human actually sent it. You can do whatever you want. You can even make a formula where it sends a random, it's not like exactly 30 seconds every time. It could send it like a random number between 30 to 90 seconds or whatever. And you can just ChatGPT, "Hey, give me a formula to do this," and it'll spit out a formula. But for now, I'll just get rid of that and auto align this and save this. You can also do some cool features where if they don't respond within 2 hours or so, then it sends them another text message, another follow-up text message. But that starts to get a little bit more complicated. A method of doing that would be to store every message and store when it sends this. And then what you can do is get a list messages and see if they replied to the messages after 2 hours. And if not, then you can run it again and send them another message. So this is just a super bare bones version. It's really not complicated. The most important thing is the speed to lead. Like I was saying earlier, if you can just follow up within at least 1 minute of them signing up, the likelihood that they actually buy from you skyrockets. So there's a super valuable automation here. Now I'm going to go over to N8N and show you how to build it there. So I'm here in N8N. What you want to start off with is another webhook. Once you get that down, right now I'm running on a local host. There's a few extra steps you need to do before you can run webhooks on a local host. So for now, I'm not going to be able to run this, but what you do is get the webhook code from here, go back into your Twilio phone number, and just paste that same webhook where we pasted it with the make.com webhook, this same URL field. Now head back over to N8N. What's probably a good idea now is to test it, make sure the actual connection is working. Once you get that, go ahead and get this AI module, an AI agent. Now what we need to do is connect our actual language model here. So click on this little plus sign, and I'm just going to use ChatGPT again. You're going to create your OpenAI credential connection the same way we did it for make.com. Just go over to openai.com, get your API key, and connect it up. I like using 4.1 mini. It gets the job done. Now we need to go into memory. I just like using the simple memory built in to N8N. It gets the job done. And this context window length, this is how many messages the bot will remember in its memory. 5 gets the job done. That's the default, which works. If you want to increase it to 10, 15, depending on whatever you're doing, that's fine too. For now, I'm just going to keep it at 5. And now click back into the AI agent and select the define below. And then now you're just going to paste in the same prompt that ChatGPT gave you for the make.com agent and just paste it into here. Okay, and now we need to send the actual text message through Twilio. So type in Twilio, get your Twilio module, and click on send SMS. So from here, you're just going to type in the number you just bought from Twilio, and for the to and message fields, what you can do is execute step. If you haven't already, send a text message to that number you just bought, execute step to get the data from the webhook, and all that data is going to be right here on the input. Just make the to the message that they sent from, and the message, make that the AI agent response. So just connect this up right here. And now if you run into that same issue where it's saying accepted, you can just do the same thing with the webhook response. And just add option response code. just make this 204 again, or you can try 200. And that's really it for this AI agent. What you can do if you really wanted to was get this tool function, and I'd recommend going to call N8N workflow tool. So you can build another automation where it's able to book them onto a calendar. So it would create like search availability and then create an event. If you wanted to do it that way, where the AI agent asks them like, hey, what's a good time for you? I'd build another automation and then connect that into this AI agent. But that's not always necessary depending on what kind of industry or niche you're in. So for now, it's just going to send them the booking link where they can book it themselves. So now if you're wondering, how do I actually connect this into my funnel? Well, it really depends on what kind of tools you're using. Maybe go high level, maybe card, whatever kind of landing page you've got. Because this only works after they've already responded to you. So what you can do to actually send the message within the first minute is by getting another webhook. I don't know what kind of website you've got set up. It might be a go high level website, it might be a card.co site, it might be whatever, you know. What you need to do is connect whatever site you've got to maybe an Airtable. And what you can do from Airtable is build this automation where whenever a record is created, you can run a script, and you just run this script right here, and you get your webhook from make.com. And once you've got this script in here, all you need to do is go to add input variable and make the name this record ID right here, then make the value the record ID that you want to send. And then once you've got that script set up, what you need to do is go to Airtable and just get record. Once you get the record, you can get like their phone number, their name, any other information you gave them, and you can then get your Twilio module and create a message, and go through the same process where you type in all of your information and just make the message body whatever you want, like, hey, so I signed up for whatever, and you can use the variables from the Airtable get record in this body to make it personalized to them. Or if you really wanted to get crazy, what you can do is get a ChatGPT module or OpenAI and create a completion. You still got your connection from before, so you just select the model and you can feed all of this Airtable data into the ChatGPT module, which can then create a personalized message just for them based on whatever information they gave you in the form that they filled out, and then it sends it to them. Just make sure that the phone number that you use here is the same phone number that's connected to your AI agent, so that when they respond to this, the AI agent is going to be responding to them. And I know I went through that last part kind of quick, but I'm really just trying to lay the foundation for you guys to get started with these AI agents. The possibilities with this are really endless. There's a lot of different things you can do. Like, you can build cool automations like this, or even have an AI call them up instead of text them like this, or do both, you know, whatever works best. Send them a text, send them an email, call them up, AI calls them up, whatever. I hope this is enough to get you guys started with some of these AI agents on make.com and N8N. And remember, if you don't want to build these automations, you can go into the automation vault into the description and just download every automation I've ever made. So I hope you guys found this valuable. If you've got a question, drop a comment. I'll try to respond to everybody, and I'll see you guys in the next video.